And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kessinger Field here in Highland. As the Hutchinson Blue Dragons come in to take on your Highlands Hutchinson. This is the 34th meeting between these two programs, dating back to 1970. Hutch leads the series 31-2, and they defeated the Scottie a year ago, 58-35 in Hutch. Hutchinson comes in 2-3 in Jayhawk Conference play, 4-3 in the season. They're under head coach Ryan Rose in his 9th year. They're averaging 40 points at 0.6 points a contest. That ranks them number 3 in the Jayhawk Conference. They're allowing 22.7 points a game. They're number 2 in the conference in offense, averaging 458 yards per contest. Number 1 rushing team in the conference with 257 yards a game. Number 5 in the conference in passing, 101 points, 200 yards per contest. They also have the number 1 defense in the conference, giving up just 90 yards on the ground and 173 yards in the air. Last week, Garden City defeated Hutch defeated Garden City, as I say, 49-14 in Garden City. Scottie's come in with a 2-1 conference record. They're 3-3 overall. Under Aaron Arnold. Arnold brings his Scotties in. They're scoring 28 contest. Scottie number 4 in the conference in offense. Number 2 in with 42 yards per game. Scottie's ranked number 6 on the ground with 138 yards per game. Defense is ranked 5th overall, giving up 346 yards per contest. Number 3 against the rush, however, 121 yards per game. So we should have a good matchup with the ground game of Hutchinson and the running defense of the Scotties this afternoon. Scottie's number 1 in the conference in sacks with 31. They lost to Iowa Central last Saturday, 13-12 in Fort Dodge. Scottie's committed 11 penalties in that contest for 109 yards. They came into the contest number 3 in their conference with penalties of 47 through their 5 ball games. They're averaging 8 penalties per contest. Hutch, the number 2 most penalized team in the conference, giving up 10 penalties per game. We'll get ready here for the national anthem. I'll be back in a second. You're on Sports Network. And there's our national anthem here from Kessinger Field in Highland, Kansas. For Hutchinson, they bring in a number 3 rusher in the conference, number 9, Tyren Jones, a 6 foot, 221-pound sophomore out of Marietta, Georgia. He's carried the ball 86 times this year for 605 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's averaging 7 yards a carry. Also on the ground, they'll feature number 2, Trayvon Polk, a 5'8", a 207-pound freshman out of Cumming, Georgia. He's carried the ball 85 times for 504 yards, 7 touchdowns on the ground, and averaging just under 6 yards per carry. When they throw the football, Their passer is number 1, Dominic McKenzie, a 6 foot, 225-pound freshman out of Kansas City, Missouri. He's completed 54% of his passes this year, 48 out of 89. He's averaging 83.4 yards per game, 5 touchdowns, and 6 INTs coming into this contest. Their leading receiver is number 6, Daquan Bowman, a 5'10", 182-pound sophomore out of Millville, New Jersey. He's averaging 13.7 yards per catch. He's got 2 touchdowns on the year and 36 grabs. For the Scotties through the air, it'll be the quarterback number 24, Khalil Render, a 6'2", 208-pound freshman out of Homestead, Florida. He is number 2 in the conference in passing, completing 61% of his passes, 277 yards per game, 12 touchdowns, and just 1 interception through his 3 contests that he's played in so far this year. He's also number 7 in the conference in rushing, 49 carries with 269 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's averaging 5.5 yards per drive. On the ground, number 30, Marquise Terry, a 5'9", 175-pound freshman out of Atlanta, Georgia, has 30 carries for 183 yards, 4 touchdowns. Terry averaging 4.7 yards per carry. And along with number 21, Tyree Elliott, a 6 foot, 200-pound freshman out of Cincinnati, Ohio. He carried the ball 23 times for 128 yards, 1 touchdown on the year. When the Scotties throw the football, they look to number 14, Troy Grant, 6 foot, 490-pound sophomore out of Brookville, Florida. He ranked 11th in the conference with 23 catches for 290 yards, 3 touchdowns, 12.6 yards per grab. Also out of the wide receiver spot, number 1, Bob Pugh, 6 foot, 190-pound sophomore out of Foley, Alabama. Ranks 9th in the conference with 22 grabs on the year, 3 touchdowns, 15.6 yards per catch. Other games around the Jayhawk Conference this afternoon.
Get that? Yes. Get that again? Yes.
Dodge City is hosting Iowa Central at this time. At the end of the first quarter, Dodge City leads Iowa Central 16-0. Other games this afternoon. The game here at Kessinger is hosting Garden City in Fort Scott. And right underneath the lights, it'll be Butler taking on number 1 Coffeyville in Coffeyville at 7 p.m. Captains are meeting midfield. That we're getting ready for the coin flip.
I gotta go to St. Joe.
And here we've already got that taking place. We'll see. It'll be the Scotties going deep to receive the kick, or Scotties will be kicking off. Will defend the west goal and receive the start for the contest. Temperature in the low 60s out of the south at about 10 miles an hour should not be a factor in this afternoon's contest.
All right, kicking up. 15 kicking off for
Ron Becker will kick off for the Scotties. Becker, a sophomore out of Florida, or Clearwater. For the Blue Dragons, number 6, Daquan Bowman. Bowman's averaging 22.4 yards per kickoff return. 15 minutes on the clock, and we're ready to start football here at Kessinger Field in Highland. Hutchinson against your Highland Scotties.
kick up.
Return by 40. Taken by one of the upbacks. And he's up around the 39-yard line.
Return was by 48, tackle 51 and 23. Return 58, tackle 51, 22.
Ball returned by Lee Spite, a sophomore out of Lexington, Kansas. And the Hutch Blue Dragons will set up shop 1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line. Third, give off to the up, back number 2, Polk with the football, takes it around the left-hand side.
Tackle out of bounds, 99.
And he is tackled out of bounds by number 99, the Isaac Davis, redshirt sophomore.
Spotted at the Hutch 46.
Gain of 7 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 3. Ball on the Hutchinson 46-yard line. Man in motion over the right-hand side. Turn to give off the football again. Number 2,
13 and
Middleton, a freshman out of Hutchinson, Kansas, with the football.
99, 13, 9, all at the Hutch 49.
And a 1st and 10 for the Blue Dragons on their own field. Just underway from Kessinger Field in Highland, Kansas. Russell Karn brings today's action over to Scottie Sports Network. Quarterback rolls off to his right. That's McKinney. McKinney under pressure. It will be tripped up from behind.
Okay.
Tackle made by number 13, Hugh Smith. Smith picks up his 54th tackle of the year. It'll be a no gain on the play. So 2nd down and 10 for the Blue Dragons on their own 49-yard line. 13 minutes, 51 seconds in the first quarter. Here from Highland. McKinney gives it off to the left-hand side to Polk. Polk cuts it up the middle. At the 10, the 20, down to the 10. He's going to take it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Hutchinson. Penalty flag down on the field near the 27-yard line. If it stands, it'll be a 51-yard touchdown run for Polk. We'll have to see what the flag is for. Polk is just under 6 yards carry. And we've got a personal foul against the Blue Dragons. So that'll bring the football back, negate the touchdown. The ball will be marked off from the point of infraction. So we'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Blue Dragons on the Highland 43.
Still 2nd down.
So the Scotties dodge a bullet there as the penalty brings back the touchdown. Pass out into the flat, number 18, or Logan Mays. Mays spun and finally brought down by DeAndre Bozeman, the redshirt sophomore at West Palm Beach, Florida. 1st and 10 for the Blue Dragons on the
18 interception, 13 on the tackle.
Hutchinson moving the football here in their opening series of the contest. Twin receivers left and right. Polk to the left. McKenzie back to pass. Swings it out in the pass to Polk. Gets away from one defender. Brought down by number 10, Tyree Horton on the tackle. After a gain of about 4. 2nd down and 6 for Hutchinson. Ball on the Highland 29-yard line. Blue Dragons with a wide receiver. Now 2 receivers to the right. Sole receiver to the left. They turn around and give it off to Polk. Penalty flags fly. Tackled by number 13, Hugh Smith. But the penalty flag at the line of scrimmage may bring it back against Hutch. Again, the Blue Dragons averaging 10 penalties per contest. Illegal motion against the offense is going to be the violation. And that'll bring Hutch back for a 5-yard penalty. So Hutch now with 2 penalties early in the contest negated a touchdown run by Trayvon Polk. Yeah, it's now 2nd down and 11 for Hutch on the Highland 34. 12:32 and the clock running here in the first quarter. No score by either team. McKenzie will take it up the middle. And on the tackle, number 42 is Trey Garrett, redshirt freshman of Mays, Kansas, picks up his 40th tackle of the year. And it'll be a gain 1 on the carry. We'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Dragons on Highland 33. Dominique McKenzie in the quarterback. With Polk to his left in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right. McKenzie looks down the field, looking. Under pressure, gets away from the defender momentarily. Throws it down the left flat and just throws it away as he was under pressure by number 13, Hugh Smith. So the Scotties with a big stop on 3rd down will force a Hutch punt here. And coming in to punt it away will be number 35, Nathan Burdett. Burdett, a freshman out of Lenexa, Kansas. He's averaging 35.1 yards a punt. Deep for Highland is Bob Pugh. Penalty flags fly at the line of scrimmage. Spiral kick can be blown out of bounds near the 12-yard line. But we'll see where the flags are. It was right at the line of scrimmage. So either motion against the Blue Dragons or Highland was offsides.
The Scotties would force the Dragons to repunt because the football went out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
So we'll see what the call here is.
Hutchinson team has been played all season long.
False start again against Hutchinson. That's their 3rd penalty of the contest. Another 5. Penalty assessed after the end of the punt. Highland will take possession of the football 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line with 11:35 to go in the first quarter. So penalty worked just about as much as the touchback with the football with their first offensive series of the contest. Khalil Render in at quarterback for the Scotties. 3 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right with an empty backfield. Quick snap passes, goes into the ground. Pass is intended for number 88 or number 89, Damon Patterson. And a quick pass was behind Patterson. So incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10 from the Highland 20.
No rush.
Isaiah Ming, number 28. Sophomore out of Kansas City, Kansas, down the backfield with Render. He gives it off to Render. Will take it over the right-hand side. Will pick off a couple yards on the play.
Tackle 88-7.
Tackle made by J.J. Holmes, Florida, with his 33rd tackle of the year. Gain of about 3 yards by Render. 2nd down and 7. Render averaging 5.5 yards a carry on the ground. Twin receivers left and right for Render, with Ming to his left. Hutchinson with a 3-man rush. Render will step up in the pocket, now step back. Throw deep down the field to Grant. Grant under pressure. Pass is intercepted by Hutchinson. And coming away with the football, number 4, Asher Goldstein. Golston, a freshman out of Lenexa, Kansas.
14 on the tackle. 14 against 14.
And one call, but they're not going to get it. Hutchinson with the turnover, the 2nd interception by Render this year, will give the Blue Dragons the football 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line.
10:45 clock. You may get a pen and paper ready? Yeah. Hey, hand me this pad and pencil. Okay, run.
Ball given off up the middle to Paul.
13 and 7. 13 and 7, ball at the...
Hugh Smith again on the tackle for the Scotties. After a gain of about 2, let's call it. 7 is a gain of 3 on the carry by Polk. Kenzie looking to the right under pressure, throws it away.
One pass incomplete.
Highland's going to want intentional grounding, but the ball did get past the line of scrimmage. So it'll go down as an incomplete pass. Defensive pressure played by Tyree Horton. Horton with 5.5 sacks on the year. Apply the pressure to the quarterback. Twin receivers to the left of the Blue Dragon, tied into the left-hand side. Kinsey back to pass. Looking, throws it over the right-hand side. Overthrows the intended receiver, number 6, Daquan Bowman. Defending on a play for the Scottie, number 42, Trey Garrett. Hutchinson goes 3 and out here on their second series as they will punt the football 39-yard line, or 40-yard line. Nathan Burdett, who averages 35.1 points or yards per punt, shall I say, his 50th of the year, the longest of the year is 52 yards. Pugh standing at his own 25 to return. Almost blocked, partially blocked it was, and the ball, big Highland bounce and be downed on the play. Getting in there for the block, it appeared to be number 50 or 51 for the Scottie.
Yeah, it was 51, I believe.
.51 for the Scotties and Jordan Hill, a redshirt freshman out of Derby, Kansas. So with the partial block of the punt, Highland with a great field position at the Hutchinson 45. Render looking to pass, will tuck it under. Will cut up, and he is hit hard right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard.
Tackle 25, solo.
As the tackle was made by number 25, Kyle Wilson, a sophomore out of Wichita. So a 1-yard loss on the carry will bring up second down and 11 for the Scotties on the Hutchinson 46-yard line. Ball given off to Ming. He'll take it around the right-hand side. Isaiah Ming cuts it up. Will pick up a gain of about 9. Now the tackle by number 40. Tackle made by number 4, Jordan Noyle. Freshman of Duluth, Georgia. Third down and 2 yards for the Scotties on the Hutch 37, we'll call it. Highland now with an empty backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right for Khalil Render, the freshman out of Homestead, Florida. Looking to the left, pump fake. We'll throw it down the deep left-hand side, and the ball is intercepted in the end zone. Hutchinson with their second interception of the day off of Render. Just his third interception on the year. As the pass is intercepted again by number 14, Iker Golston. Golston with no interceptions coming into the ball game according to the NJCAA stats. Has picked off Render twice here in the ball game. So the Blue Dragons stop the Highland threat. They'll have the football first and 10. 8:47 to go in the first quarter. No score here from Kessinger Field. Ball carried by number 3. Trey Griffin, the ball carrier. A freshman out of Wichita, averages 7 points to carry.
95 and 5 on tackle, ball to Hutch, 23.
Ebony Covington, a freshman out of Gaffney, South Carolina, on the stop after a gain of about 4. Pass. Up the middle in the seam to the tight end, number 18, Logan Mays. Mays with a fumble, going to root the ball down.
13 on the tackle.
But Logan Mays, a sophomore out of Winfield, Kansas. That is his first catch of the season, according to the NJCA stats.
Ball to Hutch 48.
First and 10 on the Hutch 48-yard line. So first and 10 for the Blue Dragons. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Fake it a handoff. Pass out into the flat is over the head of number 3, Trey Griffin. Coming hard on the play was Willie Fleming for the Scotties. Incomplete pass will bring up second down and 10 for the Blue Dragons here. Just under 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. No score on the board by either team. Dominique Kinsey, a freshman out of KCK, averaging 54% of his passes. Gives it up the middle, and he is hit by 3 Scotties at the 47. Griffin, the ball carrier. Tackle made by D. Isaac Davis, the redshirt sophomore out of Wichita, with his 46th tackle of the season. No gain on the carry. Third down and 10 for the Blue Dragons here. Back to pass. McKenzie will step up in the pocket under pressure, and he's going to be tackled for a loss by number 5, Willie Fleming. That is Fleming's first sack of the year, and almost a 5, let's call it a 5-yard loss. Make it a loss of 4. So the Scottie defense comes up big again on third down. Will force another punt by Nathan Burdett. Bob Pugh will stand at his own 25-yard line, make it to 24. The wind blowing into the face of the punter from Hutchinson. Runner, kick down the right-hand side. It'll bounce and go out of bounds near the 23-yard line.
At the 22.
And they're going to mark it at the 22. So the Scotties with the football, 1st and 10 on their own 22-yard line. 5 minutes, 39 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hutchinson 0, Highland 0 from Kessinger Field here in Highland. Russ Karn bringing today's action over the Scottie Sports Network. And again, a very cool and crisp day here in Highland. Temperature in the low 60s, wind out of the southeast at about 5 miles an hour. It will not be a factor really. Ming to the left of Render. Gives it off. Render will keep it around the left-hand side. And he's ran out of bounds by number 20. As I quickly push over on my screen.
30 or 20 right there.
Make that number 30. The cornerback, Rasheed Arnold, out of Wichita with a tackle. Gain of 1 yard on the carry by Render. 2nd down and 9. Ball on the Scottie 23-yard line. Render throws over the right-hand side. Ball deflected to the line of scrimmage by number 48, Lee Spite. Spite, a sophomore at Lenexa, and knocked the football down. So incomplete pass will bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Scotties on their own. Ball now placed on the 22. Scotties lost a yard on the spot. Now the head judge is going to come over, and their head lineman is going to come over, and they're going to reset the football. There, Highland gets a yard back. Ball now on the 23. Render with 2 receivers, left and right. Ming to his right. Man in motion is Bob Pugh. Pugh comes into the hash mark on the far side of the field. Fake of the handoff. Looking. Across the middle. Pass complete. Number 89, Damon Patterson. Patterson still on the run. Will run out of bounds in midfield on the far side. And 1st and 10 for the Scotties. Scotties caught Patterson on a crossing route. That's his 13th catch of the year. He's averaging 17.8 per grab. And a 1st and 10 on the Hutchinson 47-yard line. With 5:59 to win the quarter. No score on the board by either squad. Render turns, gives the ball off to Ming. Ming's going to be trapped in the backfield, gets away, cuts it up, gets it down to the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Asher Golson, who's having an outstanding ball game so far for the Blue Dragons, with 2 INTs on the day. 2nd down and 8 after a gain of 2 by Ming. Isaiah, sophomore out of Kansas City, Kansas, came in the ball game with 22 carries for 85 yards. Just under 4 yards a carry. Twin receivers, left and right. Fake of the handoff. Quick throw out to Bob Pugh. He'll take it on his knees at the 40-yard line. They're going to give him half of a yard on the extra catch. 3rd down, and they'll call it 2. Make it 3 from the Hutchinson 39. Scottie looked to the sideline to see what the play call will be. Pew to the top of your screen. Troy Grant to the bottom with Jaquan Stone in the slot left. Hutchinson faking a blitz. Here they come. Quick throw across the middle intended for Jaquan Stone. Goes incomplete as the pass was high. Defending on the play for the Blue Dragons, number 30, Rashid Arnold. The incomplete pass will force Highland to punt the football away for the first time this afternoon.
You know, this is a pretty good spotting advantage.
Chance Clark, sophomore out of Hutchinson, Kansas, averaging just under 31 yards a kick, will come in. Clark has put 12 inside the 20 so far this year. As Daquan Bowman is deep to receive at his own 10-yard line. Clark's punt is away down the far sideline. It'll bounce out of bounds. And they'll mark it right about the 15-yard line. Chance Clark puts his 13th kick inside the 20 so far this year. And the Blue Dragons will take over first and 10 on their own 15. With 4 here in the first quarter, no score.
Twelve's on at QB.
Kylan Blinn, the sophomore out of Columbia, South Carolina, is now in the lineup as quarterback as Trayvon Polk takes one up the gut for about 13 yards, first and 10 for the Blue Dragons. Blinn connecting on 59% of his passes. He's got 8 TDs and 3 INTs on the year. Turn gives it off to Polk up the middle. And he is met in the backfield by number 10, Tyree Horton, sophomore out of South Dade, Florida. Horton with 47 tackles now on the season. On a tackle for a loss, that is his 9th tackle for a loss on the year. Loss of 2, we'll call it. Ball now just inside the 20, make it the 26-yard line. We've got a whistle on the field and a flag on the far side. And we'll see what the Whitehead has to say. Substitution infraction against Hutchinson. So Hutch gets caught for 12 guys in the huddle. And that'll back them up 5. Another penalty against Hutch. As I said, the Blue Dragons come in number 2 in the conference in penalties, averaging 10 per contest. Paul cuts one up the gut. He is tackled by DeAndre Bozeman. Polk, when he gets loose, he's averaging just under 6 yards a carry. A very nimble and quick runner. 3rd down and 2 for the Blue Dragons on their own 36-yard line. Coming up on the 3-minute mark in the first quarter. Blinn in at quarterback. Gives it off to Polk. Polk caught in the backfield. Tyreen Horton again with the tackle for he's making his 10th tackle for a loss this year. And a big loss there will back up the Blue Dragons and force them to punt. So 4th down and 4 on the Blue Dragon 34-yard line. And Nathan Burdett in to punt again. Bob Pugh stands at his own 35. The wind blowing into the Hutchinson punter's face. Bend over in kick, knocked down by the wind. And it will be blown dead at the Highland. Make it a 28-yard line. So the Scotties again with manageable field position here on their own 28. With 2:05 to go in the first quarter. Hutchinson 0, Highland 0. Glad to have those of you watching this afternoon over the YouTube and the Scotties TV network. That's Neil Render back in at quarterback for the Scottie. Ming and Alec Freeman in the backfield along with Render. The quarterback. Action gives it to Isaiah Ming. Ming breaks through the linebackers, and he is finally brought down by number 4, Jordan Noyle. But a big run by Isaiah Ming. 19-yard run by Isaiah Ming. The sophomore out of Kansas City, Kansas, who's averaging 4 yards a carry. First and 10 for the Scotties on their own 46-yard line. Under 2 minutes to play at $1:41. Render gives it off to Ming. He'll try to come left side, reverses his field. Picks up a nice block by the quarterback. Blinded in the backfield. He's going to be tackled for a loss. And then on the tackle, I believe, is number 7. And that is Jared Sanders, a sophomore out of Flomaton, Alabama. Second down and 13 for the Scotties on their own 43-yard line. Minute mark of the first quarter. Render with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Looking down the field, we'll go man-to-man coverage on the right-hand side. Pass is caught. A beautiful catch on the right-hand side by number 15, John Becker. Becker with his 9th catch of the year. He's averaging 17 yards per grab. Put the Scotties inside the red zone of the Blue Dragons.
On the Hutchinson.
And on the Hutchinson yard line, an outstanding catch by John. Scottie football, 1st and 10 on the Hutch 11. Render gives it off to Ming around the left-handed side with a sweep. Works off of his down to the
14 out of bounds.
Sideline on his side. He's going to lose 2 on the carry.
At the Hutch.
Hutchinson, the number 1 team in the conference against the rush. Will back the Scotties up 2nd and 12. That's all on the Hutch 14-yard line. Ming to the right with 2 receivers left and right. Back to passes Render. Down the middle, wide open receiver, but he overthrew him. Passes intended for number 9, Dante Starks, the sophomore out of Overland Park. But Render set it up too high as Starks in the slot. Was wide open down the middle. Now 3rd down and 13 for the Scotties. I need to pick up some yardage to get in field goal position if they can't get in the end zone. Clock is stopped with 10.4 seconds to go in the quarter. Troy Grant himself on the outside down at the 20. Back to pass. Render will step up. Looking, throws it inside, almost gets picked off, and he did. Hutchinson with their 3rd interception off of Render. Pass intercepted by number 4, Jordan Noyle. So Render, who had just thrown 1 interception coming into the ballgame, has thrown 3 in the first quarter. And Hutchinson dodges another bullet. And we've got 1/10 of a second. Render with 12 touchdowns and 1 INT coming into the ballgame has thrown 3 picks in the first 15 minutes. Blint, looking under pressure. He's going to be met around the line of scrimmage. Spin move, still open. We got a late flag coming in.
Okay,
it could be holding against Hutchinson.
Tackle 7 and 6. There's a flag.
Brock Polly on the tackle along with Chaz Union for the Scotties, but we've got a penalty flag laying at the 6-yard line. And it will probably come back. It could be Hutchinson for holding.
Yep.
And it is.
Hold.
going to be the last play.
And again, Hutchinson with another penalty here in the contest.
Wait period number.
And we're going to. Quarter cannot end on a offensive penalty.
Ball spotted at the
The ball now spotted at the 5-yard line. Hutchinson, a loss on the play of about 7 yards, makes it first down and 17 yards to go. Ball given off to the running back.
1-2 tackle.
Trayvon Polk.
99.
Polk tackled in the backfield, number 99, DeIsaac Davis. And we're done with the first quarter. We start 15, Hutchinson 0, Highland 0. I'll be back in just a second. You're watching the Scottie Sports Network.
All right, turn them off and I'll get into the radio.
Two for them, one for me, one for Kyle.
Well, if we can find Kyle.
I'll hold them for him.
All right, here are your Kyle's and yours.
If the Dragons thought this was going to be in any way an easy football game, those thoughts should well.
You want a Highland t-shirt? Make some noise for
Dragons are scoreless.
the Bleacher Reacher.
Bleacher Reacher. That's a nice name for a
Make some noise. You may catch a t-shirt from the Bleacher Reacher.
Hutchinson football. Second down and 17 yards to go, we'll call it. Ball given up to the back, and he tackled right at the line of scrimmage. He's close to the goal line. He'll be at the inside to 1. Joe Sanders in on the tackle. The redshirt sophomore, LaGrange, Georgia, with his 40th tackle of the year. Hutchinson now. Ball resting just outside the goal line. 3.5 miles. They've got to make it to the 24 for a first and 10. Scottie. Ball carrier tackled into the end zone for the safety.
Tackle 10 and 8.
And coming up with the safety, number 10, Tyree Horton. Then the Scotties take a 2-0. So again, the safety tackle made by number 10, Tyree Horton of Trayvon Polk. And the Blue Dragons will have to punt the football away from their own 20.
With 14:19 remaining in the second quarter, Highland 2, Hutchinson 0.
Number 37, Timothy Benia, a sophomore out of Salina, Kansas, will put the football in play. Deep is Bob Pugh, and number 30, Marquise Terry. And the kick underway. End over end kick coming down the near side. Bob Pugh will let it go by him. He'll pick it up at the 17-yard line. Juking and jiving. He is met near the 25 by number 20.
Ball at the Highland 25. Good kick.
So Highland football first and 10 on their own 25-yard line. With 14-13 to go here in the second quarter, Hutchinson trailing the Scottie 2-0 on a safety by Tyree Horton. Now in at running back, I believe number 23, Alec Freeman, redshirt freshman out of Topeka. 3 receivers to the left, Bob Pugh in a solo slot to the right. Hutchinson in a 3-4 defense, 3-man rush. Render throws it deep down the field. Bob Pugh wide open. Pugh will catch it, and he's going to take it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Scottie. No flags on the field. Give him 6.
A 75-yard reception. Bob Pugh.
75-yard touchdown pass from Render to Bob Pugh. 13th touchdown pass of the season by Render. And that is the 4th touchdown grab by Bob Pugh. Michael Bliss, the freshman out of Onega, who's 16 out of 22 extra points, will try to kick the extra one. And here comes a timeout on the field. Charge to the Highland Scotties. As somebody, in fact, we had 2 guys forget they were on the special teams. And they ought to know that by this time of the year. You played 6 ball games, guys. You ought to know where you got to be. So Bliss again, who's 16 out of 22 in extra points, will try to split the uprights here and give Highland their 9th point. And he does. So it's 14:03 to go in the second quarter. It's the Highland Scottie 9, Hutchinson Blue Dragons 0. I'll update the conference page and be back in a second. You're watching the Scottie Sports Network.
Minnesota rally.
Getting on those guys on the Blue Dragon, after return to the Blue Dragons, number 6, Karn and number 3, Trey Griffin.
A little bit more than a single score, down 9 after the safety and the touchdown, followed by the additional 1-point conversion.
So John Becker will put the football in play.
15 kicking off.
As the Blue Dragons defenders standing at their own 10-yard line. Line drive kick down the right-hand side. Picked up at the 20
Return
by number 6.
Tackle 51
and Daquan Bowman on the return. Jordan Hill in on the tackle. Jordan Hill, a redshirt freshman out of Derby, Kansas. Hill already with a block punt in the contest.
32.
Blue Dragons with the football, first and on 32-yard line, 13:56 to go in the first half. Highland Scottie's 9, the Hutchinson Blue Dragons 0. Ball given off to the running back, number 2, Polk. Polk, tackle behind the line of scrimmage again by number 10, Tyree Horton. Horton again with his 10th tackle for a loss of the year. Tyree's having an outstanding day on the defense. Loss of 4 on the carry, second down and 14 yards to go for Hutchinson on the Highland 20 or on yard line. Pass down the near side, pass intercepted by the Scottie. Waiting on it was number 35, Nick Reeser. Reeser, a freshman out of Rossville, Kansas, picked his first interception of the season And the Scotties are in business on their own 42-yard line here with a 9-point lead and 3:13 and 22 will go on the half. And that was Blenn's 4th interception of the season.
It's the 4th pick in the game, 3 of them by the Blue Dragons, but despite being picked, it was the Scotties.
Render in the backfield. Isaiah Ming to his right. 3 receivers to the right. Bob Pugh to his wide right. Deep down the field. In over pass intended for the Scottie receiver. No flag on the play. Patterson, your intended receiver. Jared Sanders on the defense for the Hutchinson Blue Dragons. Contact between the two players, but no flag was thrown. Then we'll come all the way back to the 42 and go for second down. Twin receivers now, left to the left.
Second down, that's a 42-yard.
Pugh in the solo slot out here on the right-hand side.
Scotties, who lead 9-0.
Ming to the right. I believe it's Elliott to the right. Patterson in the backfield. Ball given to Isaiah Ming on a big run. Ming breaks away, still going all the way down to the 30 to the 29-yard line. Tackle made by Jared Sanders, but Isaiah Ming getting the start this afternoon, the sophomore out of Kansas City, Kansas. Averaging just under 4 yards a carry. Gives the Scotties the 1st and 10 on the Hutch, 29-yard line. .12:44 and counting to go here in a half. Fake of the handoff. Render will step up in the pocket. Throws to a wide open Pugh and misses him. Pugh was wide open on the post pattern, but the pass was high. And Render knows he just missed his 14th touchdown of the year. So the incomplete pass will bring up second down and 10. Now twin receiver to the left, twin receiver to the right. Ming off to the left-hand side, Render in the backfield. Hutchinson still under a 3-man rush. Render will take it around the left-hand side. Cannot get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle by number 33, Josh Amonfo. Amonfo, a freshman out of Rex, Georgia, with his 52nd tackle of the season. Came into the contest with 6.5 for a loss. So 3rd and 13 for the Scotties on the Hutchinson 32-yard line. 12:07 to go. Clock running here in the second quarter. Highland up 9-0. Hutch faking the blitz. Here they come. Render will step up in the pocket. Cannot get away from the defensive end, number 48. Lee Spite, a sophomore out of next to Kansas, had a good afternoon so far from that defensive end position. The loss on the play will force Highland to punt the football away here. As it's 4th down and 15, or maybe 4th and 16. The ball on the Hutchinson 35-yard line. Chance Clark, sophomore out of Hutch. They've already put one inside the 20 so far this afternoon. Kick it away. Spiral kick. Turning over. It's going to bounce at the goal line and dives at the Hutchinson 2. What a kick by Chance Clark. The ball literally bounced 6 inches from the goal line, bounced back to the 2-yard line of Hutchinson, and the Blue Dragons are pinned deep off of the foot of Highland's most prolific punter in school history, Chance Clark. Clark, who owns the single-season yardage mark for a punter, has pinned the Blue Dragons down to their own 2-yard line. Last time they were this close to the goal line, Highland got a safety out of it by Tyree Horton. 11:06 to go in the half. Highland 9, Hutchinson 0.
Q's the running back, 12's the quarterback.
Blinn turns and gives off to his running back.
Two.
Polk
Tackle 3.
We'll get it out near the 10-yard line. In on the stop for the Scottie, number 3, DeAndre Bozeman.
46. Ball at the 10. Action, let's pass it.
So Trayvon Polk gives the Blue Dragons some breathing room here after a gain of 8. Ball now at the Highland or at the Hutch 11-yard line. Second down, we'll call it a long one. Gives off to Polk with the right-hand side, picks his hole, cuts it up the middle. Tackled from behind by number 13,
Solo.
Hugh Smith, the redshirt sophomore at KCK.
19.
Picks up another tackle. He came into the contest with 53. But a 1st and 10 for the Blue Dragons. They've got away from their goal line here. Ball resting on their own 18-yard line. We'll call it the 19. 10-15 and counting here in a half. Polk working around the left-hand side. Cut back inside, spin move. And a tackle made by number 35, Nick Reeser. Gain of 6 on the carry. Second down and 4 for Hutchinson. Ball on their own 20 line with 9:53 and counting here. Scottie with a 9-0 lead over the 3-3 Blue Dragons, the defending JR Conference champion. Faking a handoff. Blinn will step up in the pocket, and he is tackled in the backfield.
Okay.
Initial tackle made by Nick Reeser.
Ball at the 25.
So a gain of maybe 1 will bring up 3rd down and 4. From the Blue Dragon 25-yard line. Highland Ben. Looking across the middle. Pass complete. Pass is complete to number 18, Logan Mays, it looks like.
Ball at the 35.
Logan Mays with another reception. Sophomore out of Winfield, Kansas. Picks up the 1st and 10 for the Blue Dragons on their own 35. 8:55 and counting now here to go in the half. Ben faking a handoff, pass out into the right hand flat to Jaquan Bowman. Bowman works his way out of bounds after another 1st and 10.
Ball at the Hutch.
DeAndre Bozeman with the force out.
47.
But a 1st and 10 for Hutchinson on their own 47-yard line. Blue Dragons now with 2 receivers coming to the left, 1 receiver wide right. And Polk, now with the football, will try to come left-hand side. Cuts it out to the 49-yard line. Tackle made by number 2, Sam Adams, the redshirt sophomore of Calera, Alabama. That's his 21st tackle of the year. Gain of 2 yards on the carry by Trayvon Polk. Will bring up 2nd down and 8 for Hutch on their own 49. 8 minutes to play at 7:52 and rolling. Ben turns, gives it off to number 32. And number 32 is Blake Middleton, a freshman out of Hutchinson, Kansas.
Ball at midfield.
And he picks up a gain of a yard. Ball resting at midfield now. Middleton with no stats according to the NJCA website. That may have been his first carry of the year. We'll have to double check. But 3rd down, and we'll call it 7. Ball resting at midfield. Twin receivers left and right. Ben in the shotgun. Crossing route underneath is dropped by number 81, Gary Cross. We've got a penalty flag in the backfield. It could be a late hit by the Scotties. As it looked like Chad Union is going to get flagged with a personal foul against the defense. Blue Dragons will pick up a free 15 here
So off the Highland 35.
on the late hit by the Scottie defense. So 1st and 10 for the Blue Dragons. Ball on the Highland 35-yard line.
Big boy, we are number 8.
And by Central Curry Co-op, 2 of our great sponsors. Highland sports.
So Kylan Ben, the sophomore out of Columbia, South Carolina, and a quarterback.
Timeout.
Then a quick timeout on the field called by the Highland Scotties. Second timeout for the Scotties in the half. There's all three of theirs left. 7:06 to go in the first. It's Highland 9, Hutchinson 0. I'll be back in just a second. You're watching the Scottie Sports Network.
Okay, good. I don't have to make it happen.
Quick up. 23 to go in the second quarter. Fort Scott leads Garden 10-7.
0-7-0-7.
Independence is leading Ellsworth 14-0. Make that 14-7. That game being played in Hutchinson or in Indy. Going into the second quarter, 14-7, Indy over Ellsworth. At halftime, Dodge City leads Iowa Central 18-7. Up there at 7:07 to go in the half. Highland 9, Hutchinson 0. So again, 1st and 10 for the Blue Dragons on the Highland 35. With 7:07 to go in the quarter. Ben looks right-hand side. Ball knocked up in the air. And they're going to say it's incomplete as it touched the ground. Before number 10, Tyler Harris, the freshman out of Andover, Kansas, could pull it in. So an incomplete pass will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Blue Dragons. Twin receivers left and right. Running back is Polk to the right of the quarterback, Ben. Ben standing there. Quick snap throw. Complete to number 6, Daquan Bowman. Bowman knocked down by Tyree Horton. Horton has a little something to say. And Highland doesn't want to get a penalty there. So a gain of 4 on the completion will bring up 3rd and make it a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 5 for the Blue Dragons. Hutchinson now with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ben looking left, man-to-man coverage out into the flat. Pass complete, number 81, Gary Cross.
6.
As tackle is made by number 6, Chaz Union.
10. Ball to the Highland 20.
1st and 10 on the completion for the Blue Dragons. It's on the Highland 20-yard. Coming up on the 5-12 minute mark. Run, Polk over the right-hand side. Will cut it up the gut. He's down to the 5, the 10, touchdown. Trayvon Polk goes in for his 7th touchdown of the season. The young man out of Cummings, Georgia, put the Blue Dragons on the board at the 5:59 mark. And coming in to put the extra point on the board will be number 37, Timothy Bonilla.
37 in the PAT.
Sophomore out of Salina. He's 10 for 12 in extra points so far this year. And the kick is down, the kick is up. And it is no good. He pushed it wide to the right. So the missed extra point. 12 plays for 98 yards. Thank you, sir. 5:59 to go in the half. It's Highland 9, Hutchinson 6. I'll be back in just a second after I update the conference website. You're watching the Scottie Sports Network.
Back return to the Scottie, number 1, Bob Pugh, and number 30, Marquise Terry. Taking out for the Blue Dragons, number 37, Timothy.
Marquis Terry and Bob Pugh will be deep for the Scotties to receive the kickoff from Timothy Bonilla, excuse me.
.37 kicking off.
Bonilla puts a foot to it, end over end kick.
Return
Taken by Terry from his own 10. Terry, right hand side. Looking for a block, cuts it loose, finally ran and tackled out of bounds on the near side. Tackled by number 27.
28.
Make it number 28, Leslie Morrow, a sophomore out of Goddard, Kansas, with 48 tackles now on the season.
Ball at the Highland 36.
Terry, who's averaging 27 yards of kickoff return, brings it out to the Scottie 35-yard line. Ball snapped in the backfield, fumble on the play, looking at Render. Render will run the ball out of bounds, and they're going to call it a sack when he really should have just thrown the football away. He was out of the pocket, but a big loss on the mental mistake by the Highland quarterback.
24.
Second down and 24 yards to go. Correct, the ball on the Highland 24. Second down and 21 will be the play call. Marquis Terry in the right flat, or in the left half, goes out to the swing pass. Terry cuts it up the field. He'll get out near the former line of scrimmage, but he's brought down by number 7, Jared Sanders.
Flag.
And a penalty flag on the far side of the field near the 31-yard line.
Run up to the 31.
And this could be a problem against the Highland Scotties. Could be holding or an illegal block. Holding it is against the Scotties on the wide receiver. So another penalty now against the Scotties will back things up.
After the 21-yard line. To get a first down, they have to get to the 46 to do the Scotties. So it is a second down and 25.
Second down and 25 yards to go for the Scotties. The ball on their own 21-yard line. Now the officials are going to come in and discuss something with the white hat. Pause to make sure where the placement of the ball is supposed to be. They come to an agreement and said, okie dokie, let's play some football. Second down, 25 yards to go for the Scotties on the ball on their own 21-yard line. Highland has to make it all the way down to the 46. And now we're going to have another conversation. And yes, it should be second down. Should be second down after the run by the quarterback, the real Linder. So it is second down and 25 yards to go. 5:12 on the clock running here in the second quarter. Highland leading Hutchinson 9-6. Ball given off to Terry. Terry gets it out near the 20. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by number 40.
Ball at the Highland 21.
Make that number 48. Lee Spite. Spite having a good afternoon. He came into the contest with 34 tackles and 5 sacks. 10 tackles for a loss. So after a gain of 0, it's going to be third down and 25 for Highland. 2 receivers to the right. Ball fumbled on the play. Terry picks it up, and he is sacked in the backfield. In there quickly, number 31, Ronheen Bingman, a freshman out of Bentonville, South Carolina. And now we've got a little brouhaha going on as penalty flags fly at the Highland 25-yard line. And this is not a point in the ball game where you want to start having a conversation with people.
30. Tackle 31.
We've got 2 flags here on the near side of the field, about the 26-yard line.
14-yard line of Highland.
There's also a flag down at the 14-yard line.
31-13.
So we'll see who gets hurt on these penalties.
And we have
Again, Hutch came in averaging 10 penalties a game, Highland giving up 8. Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against Hutchinson. Then we've got a dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike against Highland. Those two will offset. We also have an ejection by a Highland player. We'll have to figure out who for Highland gets to go to the locker room for.
It said 23 was the guy who got tossed.
Alec got ejected earlier in the season.
We believe the player that's been removed is Alec Freeman, redshirt freshman out of Topeka, Kansas. So Freeman will sit down today and the next ball game against number 1 Coffeyville.
98.
So by all this is over, Chance Clark is standing in his own end zone on 4th and a mile. The ball on the Highland 14-yard line. Hutchinson, there's the kick is away. Spiral kick will be at the 45 by number 6.
Tackle, he hit the ground.
As his knee came down,
Ball mark at the Hutch.
and that is number 6, Daquan Bowman. So Hutchinson now with decent field position on their own 42-yard line here, with 3:56 to go in the half, trailing Highland by 3, 9-6. And Kylan Ben comes in. Ben with one INT in the contest, his 4th of the year already. Yes, here comes the ball given off to number 2, Trayvon Paulk. Paulk takes it around the right-hand side, picks up good yards. They're going to mark him. We've got a penalty flag at the 45-yard line. So this may come back. We'll see if Hutchinson gets flagged for a hold here.
Highland 43, I believe.
Polk had a run of about 12 yards for a 1st and 10, but it looks like this is going to come back. Nope, they're going to pick the flag up.
They're waving it off.
They waved the flag off. No violation was determined. And folks going to pick up a couple extra yards here on the placement. 1st and 10 Blue Dragons on the Highland 44, make that the 43, with 3:45 and counting. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Pass into the
12 pass to 18.
up the seam. Pass complete to number
Tackle 7.
18, Logan Mays.
Pass to 18, tackle 7.
Brock Polly, the redshirt sophomore out of Topeka, or out of Wichita, will make the tackle. Another 1st and 10 for the Blue Dragons. Hutchinson moving down the field here against the Scotties late in the second quarter. Ball on the Scottie 28-yard line. Polk, right-hand side, tries to get around the seam, gets up to the 25-yard line. Joe Sanders and Trey Garrett in on the tackle for the Scottie.
25.
Gain of, we'll call it 3. 2nd down and 7. Ball on the Scottie 25. 3 minutes to play here in the half. Highland hanging on to a 3-point lead. 9-6. Polk again.
1-2.
Nice jump move to the outside. Gets him down inside to 15, down near the 12. Tackle is made by number 20, Emil Ray.
1 second, gotta set it.
Redshirt freshman out of Miami, Florida. So Hutch with another 1st and 10 as they methodically go down the field here on the ground. Again, the Blue Dragons came in number 2 in the conference in rushing. First and 10 on the Highland, 12 we'll call it.
First down at the 13-yard line. The Dragons trying to take the lead for the first.
Back to Pat, they give it off to the running back. Falk comes around the left-hand side and misses one tackle. And a sure tackle by number 6, Chaz Union, will stop him at the 13-yard line, make it to 14.
Ball spotted at the 14.
So second down and 12 on the Scottie 14-yard line. $1:55 to play in the half. Highland trying to keep the Blue Dragons out of the end zone here. They have got a 3-point lead, 9-6. Wide receiver in the motion. Flag come in from the near side, pass out into the flat to number 3, Trey Griffin. Griffin brought down near the 10. And we've got a whistle on the field with a flag being thrown.
56-13 on the tackle, there's a flag.
And it should be false start against the Blue Dragons. Hutchinson with another untimely penalty. Again, they came into the contest averaging 9 or 10 penalties per game. 5-yard penalty for illegal procedure. We'll back them up. Second down and 10. Make that second down and 16. Ball on the 19-yard line. They've got to make it to the Highland 3 for a 1st and 10. Pass out into the flat.
Last to 6.
Gets away from one defender. He cannot get away from the rest of the Scottie defense.
Okay, tackle 10 and 3.
DeAndre Bowman first made the contact on number 6, Daquan Bowman.
At the 20.
So Bowman versus Bowman. Then a loss on the play will bring up 3rd and long. Third and 22, let's call it. We've got a time out on the field. They take their first time out of the half. 45.8 seconds to go in the half. Highland 9, Hutchinson 6. I'll be back in just a second from Kessinger Field, watching the Scottie Sports Network. With 58 seconds to go in the half, Fort Scott leads Garden City 17-14. Picking that update off of the Twitter line. Blue Dragon football, 3rd and 24, we'll call it. Make it 3rd and 22. Ball on the 25-yard line of Highland with 45.8 seconds to go in the half. Ben looking. Tackled in the backfield. Fumble on the play, picked up by one of the offensive linemen, and he's going to take it down to the 10-yard line. Trey Garrett came in, stripped the football away from the quarterback, Ben. The official wrote a fumble.
Recover 58. Hutchinson returned to the Highland 11.
And 58 for the offense picked it up and ran it down to the 11-yard line.
To the Highland 11.
4th down and 9 for the Blue Dragons, and they're going to talk it over some more. Hutchinson with their second time out of the half with 15.7 seconds to go.
Tackle was 42, I believe.
We'll see if Hutch will go for it or kick the field goal in just a second. We'll be back. You're watching the Scottie Sports Network.
Good here.
Ruby will be fine.
Well, I think there's a situation where you're trying to build some confidence for a kicker who was called on to take over in the middle of the football season. He just missed an extra long kick. You send him out to kick a field goal.
Dodge City leads Iowa Central 18-7 at the end of the third quarter. That game being played out in Dodge City.
Last year before they made the switch from him to Cassidy, he hadn't done such a nice job kicking the extra points and being able to hit field goals.
So Hutch is going to go for it here on 4th and 9 from the Highland 11-yard line. 15.7 seconds to go in the second quarter.
46, my bad. It's 46. Measure the number.
2 receivers right, 2 receivers left.
12
Side of the end zone. The pass is incomplete.
22 incomplete.
Passes intended for number 22, Josh Reynolds, the freshman out of Topeka, Kansas, defending on a play for the Scotties with number 6, Chaz Union. The Scotties with a big defensive stand stops Hutchinson here at the end of the half. The Scotties will take possession of the football 1st and 10 on their own 11-yard line with 11.7 or 11.9 seconds to go in the second quarter. And I fully expect the Scotties to take a knee here.
Okay.
So the Scotties, let's see how they use the final 12 seconds. We've got a young man with quite an arm.
Highland, as they will snap the ball to
Take a knee.
Render. He'll take a knee. Hutch will not stop the clock.
5.
And we'll all go to the house at half here. Highland 9, Hutchinson 6.
And that's the end of your first half.
We'll try to get some more halftime information. Now be back. You're watching the Scottie Sports Network.
Blue Dragons 6. Be down on the track. We got the dancers first. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. Athlete director at Hutchinson Community College. 2 minute timeout. Come back. We'll look at some scores. We'll be back with more. 9-6. Blue Dragons trailing the Scotties of Highland. We're at halftime. We'll be back with more.
Good afternoon. Welcome back. We're at halftime here at Kessinger Field in Highland, Kansas. The Highland Scotties with a 3-point lead over the Hutchinson Blue Dragons, 9-6. Highland trying to defeat Hutch for just the third time in school history. The other scores from around the Jayhawk Conference. At half, in Fort Scott. Fort Scott leads Garden City 24-14. Dodge City leads Iowa Central 20-7 with 6:26 to go in the fourth quarter at Dodge. Ellsworth, Iowa leads Independence 22-7, and they are at half down in Indy. And again, the score here at the break: Highland 9, Hutchinson 6. Blue Dragons come in as the Jayhawk Conference number 2 offense, number 1 rushing team with 257 yards per game. They're the number 1 defense with averaging 263 yards per contest. They're number 1 against the rush, averaging just 90 yards giving up. The Scotties come in with the number 2 passing attack, but Khalil Render has thrown 3 interceptions after throwing just 1 pick over the past 4 ball games. Highland got on the board with a safety by Tyree Horton and a long touchdown pass to Bob Pugh for their 9 points. Hutchinson got on the board with a run by Trayvon Polk, and we're at 9-6 here at the break. Highland fans, don't forget, Scotties will take on number 1 Coffeyville next Saturday here at Kessinger Field. Kickoff time scheduled for 1 o'clock. Athletics coming up for Scottie at Highland Community College here next week. Tomorrow, for the 18th, baseball will be at Northwest Missouri State in Maryville, Missouri. First pitch scheduled for 12 noon. And then on Monday, October the 19th, volleyball will be at Southwestern Iowa in Creston. The match will start at 6:30. You can watch that contest over the Scottie Sports Network. On Wednesday, October 21st, volleyball travels to Cali to round out their region play at 5:30. I have links available on the conference website for that volleyball. All will finish out their regular fall season on Thursday, October the 22nd, as they will travel to Trenton, Missouri, take on North Central Missouri at 2 o'clock. Then on Tuesday and Thursday, October 27th and 29th, volleyball will finish out their home schedule as they'll take on Wentworth Military Academy at 5:30 on Tuesday, October 27th, and Longview Community College at 5:30 on Thursday, October 29th. Both volleyball matches will be brought to you over the Scottie Sports Network. Again, this is the 34th meeting between Hutchinson and Highland dating back to 1970. Hutch leads the series 31-2. Blue Dragons defeated the Scotties 58-35 a year ago in Hutch. And Hutch currently holds a 6-game winning streak, but they're trailing at the moment by 3 after 2 periods of play. And we'll have the football to start the second half. We'll defend the east goal. Temperature in the low 60s outside. The wind blowing out to the north. Across the field away from you is usually the field. It's not really a factor in the contest, blowing about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Kicking off for Hutch, it'll be number 37, Timothy Bonilla, a sophomore out of Salina, Kansas. Deep for the Scotties, number 1, Bob Pugh. And number 30, Marquise Terry. Terry averaging 27 yards a kickoff return. Bob Pugh averaging 28 yards a return. underway with the second half. A pooch kick taken by one of the up men, number 84, Bailey Strunk, a freshman out of Wichita. Took it and dropped to his knees for safety's sake. Scotties will start on their own 38-yard line here in the second half on their first drive. Scotties, who moved the ball well through the air in the first 30 minutes. Khalil Render will come out as quarterback. John Becker and Dante Starks go to the far side of the field. Tony Grant is to the near side. Demon Patterson to the right of the quarterback with Isaiah Ming to the left side. Hutch sneaking up, possibly a corner blitz. Straight four-man rush. Ball carried by Render. Render breaks it out near the 50. Still going into the 40. Down to the 35. He's finally tackled out of bounds by number 8, DJ Shamley, a freshman out of Columbia, South Carolina, with 22 tackles now in the year. Scotties with a great 1st and 10 on the run by Khalil Render, who's averaging 5.5 yards a carry. 1st and 10, Scotties on the Hutchinson 36-yard line here to start the third quarter. Twin receivers to the right. Troy Grant to the left. Corner blitz passed out into the flat to Damon Patterson. Patterson knocked out of bounds by number 20. Make that number 30, Rasheed Arnold. And a gain of 8 on the pass completion out of the backfield to the wide receiver, Damon Patterson, the sophomore out of Orlando, Florida. 2nd down and 3 for the Scotties. Ball on the Hutchinson 29-yard line with 14:26 to go here in the third quarter. Scotties leading Hutchinson 9-6. Highland trying to defeat the Blue Dragons for just the 3rd time in school history. Render calls the shots. Ming shifts to the right. Twin receivers left and right. Gives it off to Ming. Left-hand side, Ming is met at the line of scrimmage by number 25, Kyle Wilson, a sophomore out of Wichita. 64 tackles, 8 for a loss, and 1 fumble forced by Wilson this year coming into the contest.
28.
And a gain of maybe 1 will bring up 3rd and 2. Ball now on the Blue Dragon 28-yard line. Scotty's trying to run the football against the number 1 team against the rush in the conference. Ming is going to be caught in the backfield, and right there was number 25, Kyle Wilson, and number 33, Josh Amonfo.
31.
And this is not one you want to make money off of running against Hutch. The loss on the play will bring up 4th down and 5 on the Hutchinson 31-yard line.
No kidding.
Especially not when you got the number 2 passer in the conference in Khalil Render. Render has thrown 3 interceptions, however, in the ball game. Nope. Faking a handoff, looking. Rolling to his right, will step up in the end zone. Deep pass, wide open receiver in the end zone. Touchdown, Highland. No, they're going to say it's incomplete. He dropped it.
9. Incomplete for 9 drops.
Dante Starks wide open in the end zone, had the football. Now the 2 officials are going to talk to each other.
Wait, they're talking about it.
And they're going to rule it incomplete.
All right, then it was.
But it did look like
14 on the cover.
Dante Starks, tackle made by Asher Golston. But Highland with 6 that they're going to put on the board. Hutch will take it over on their own 31-yard line. And a golden opportunity missed there by the Scotties.
Run by 2. Tackle 7 and
Trayvon Polk, your ball carrier, blocked Polly in on the tackle. That he's tackled for a loss of a yard.
30.
Pauly with 40 tackles coming into the contest, redshirt sophomore out of Wichita. As the Blue Dragons now with the football on their own 30-yard line, 2nd and 11. Ball given to Paul. Or Polk up the gut again. Met there by number
Solo.
tackle number 30 or number 99. The Isaac Davis. Davis is redshirt sophomore from Wichita. Came in the ball game with 45 tackles on the year. No gain on the play. We'll bring up a 3rd and 11. Hutchinson, the number 2 rushing team in the conference, has been back to pass. Kennedy throws the ball knocked away. It's in number 81, Gary Cross. Willie Fleming knocked the football away. The Hutchinson will have to punt. Bob Pugh will go back to receive the kick from Nathan Burdett. Burdett averaging 35.1 yards per punt. Bob Pugh averaging 32 yards a punt return. The most dangerous punt returner in the conference by far. Ball will bounce. Highland will get away from it. It'll take a Hutchinson bounce and be down at the Highland 35-yard line. So Scottie with good field position for their second start here in the third quarter at the Hutchinson at their own 35. With 11:37 to go in the third, it's Highland 9, Hutchinson 6. Scottie's missing a golden opportunity to put 6 on the board on their last drive. And you have to take those opportunities against the quality opponent of Hutchinson. Render in the backfield along with Isaiah Ming to his right. Twin receivers left and right from his own 35-yard line. Now the ball, 3-man rush by Hutch. Pass thrown out into the flat to Becker. And that goes off his fingertips. John Becker with 10 grabs in the 10 grabs on the season. Sophomore at Clearwater, Kansas, couldn't pull that one in. And it's 2nd and 10. Ming shifts to the right-hand side from Render. Fumble on the play. Render will just drop on the football. Another loss by Highland. And another mistake will back the Scotties up to 3rd and 16. Ball resting 29. Got to go to the 45 for a 1st and 10. 11 minutes to go in the third quarter and counting. Here comes the possible blitz by Hutch. Here they come. Render steps up in a pocket. Down the right-hand side, intended for number 4, Jaquan Stone. Ball over his head. And defending with number 7, Jared Sanders. Stone had a couple steps on Sanders, but the ball was just beyond his reach. And now the Skies will have to punt the ball on 4th and 16. Chance Clark will come in to put it away. The sophomore out of Hutchinson, Kansas, averaging right at 31 yards a kick.
Okay, 98 punting.
And is deep is DeQuan Bowman. Sophomore out of Millville, New Jersey, averaging 21 yards a punt return. Ball goes out of bounds on the far side of the field. There will be no return. 1st and 10 Hutch. On their own 27, it appears. Make it the 28-yard line. With 10:43 to go in the third. Highland 9, Hutchinson 6. So Ben in at quarterback, snap throw out to the left side. Pass was complete. Number 81, Gary Cross, a freshman out of Fordyce, Arkansas. He had 15 catches for 282 yards coming into the ball game. Catch there brings up 2nd down, and we'll call it a long 2. They give it off to Polk. He's met in the backfield by number 10, Tyree Horton. Horton having an outstanding afternoon as the Scottie linebacker. And a loss on the play. Going to bring up third down and let's call it 5. Ball on the 33-yard line of the Blue Dragons. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right for Kylan Ben, excuse me. Gives it off to Polk. He'll run it up the gut for a short gain.
Tackle 56.
And then on the tackle, number 56 for the Scotties is Tyree Graves, the sophomore out of Clearwater, Florida. Hutchinson will kick the football away here on 4th and 2. The ball on their own 36-yard line. The flag is limp across the field. The wind will not be a factor in this kick. Burdett. He's got 7 fair catches on the year. Fake run by Hutchinson. Ball taken out near the 1st and 10. It will be a 1st and 10 for Hutch. As carrying the football was number 11, Louis Archio, a freshman out of Brookville, Kansas. So the Blue Dragons with some trickery here with the fake punt. Get the key 1st and 10. They caught Highland napping at the 41-yard line. 8:52. The clock rolling. As Hutch converts. 4th and 2. 41-yard line. 1st and 10 Blue Dragons. Ben. Faking a handoff. Looks to the left-hand side. Wide open down the middle. Ball knocked away by number 6, Chaz Union. As the pass was intended for number 81, Gary Cross. Cross, who's averaging 18.8 yards per catch, had a step on the Scottie defender and the ball knocked away. That would have been a touchdown, Blue Dragons. 2nd and 10. Pass out into the left-hand flat to Bowman. Bowman will get it ahead to the midfield stripe. As in on the tackle, number 42, Trey Garrett.
Midfield.
3rd and 1 for Hutchinson at the 50-yard line. Hutch quick to the line of scrimmage. Twin receivers to the right. Trying to get Highland to jump on the hard count. Ben gives it off to Polk. Polk is met in the backfield. And he'll not make it back to the line of scrimmage. Coming up big time, number 13, Hugh Smith.
13 and 99.
Smith and the Isaac Davis in on that tackle. A loss of about a half a yard. Hutchinson now will come out in punt formation at 4th and a yard and a half. They ran it earlier on 4th down and picked up the 1st and 10. So Burdick in punt formation. Bob Pugh stands at his own 20. Kick is away, high, end-over-end kick. It's going to be way short, takes the Hutchinson bounce, and will roll dead at the 32-yard line of the Scotties. Scotties with excellent field position, 1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line, with 7 point lead over the Blue Dragons, 9-6. Render in the backfield with Isaiah Ming to his right appears. Twin receivers left and right. Pass into the flat to Troy Grant on the bubble screen. Grant out to the 40 to the 45. And they're going to mark him at the 46 out of bounds. Tackle made by number 36 of Hutch.
46.
And number 36 is Jalen Cook, the sophomore out of Overland Park, Kansas. 1st and 10 Scotties on their own 46-yard line. 3 receivers bunched to the right. Grant, the solo receiver, at the bottom of the screen. Looking to Grant, Slip pass out into the flat. Number 27, Javon Tolles.
Tackle.
Tolles, a redshirt sophomore out of Junction City, Kansas. Pulls the football in after a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Ball on the Highland 49. Clock running at 5:27 here in the third quarter. Ball given off to number 27, Tolles.
27.
Tolles had his shirt tail grabbed by number 13,
28.
Terrell Tomlin,
And 53.
but he makes it beyond the midfield stripe into Hutchinson territory down to the Blue Dragon 47. We'll mark it at the 48. 3rd, and we'll call it a short 4. Render in the backfield. Tolles to his right. 3-man rush to the Blue Dragon. Snap pass up to Bob Pugh on the bubble screen. Pugh tackled behind the line of scrimmage on a nice defensive play by number 8, DJ Shamley. Shamley is not a Columbia, South Carolina tackles and 1 INT coming into the contest. We'll keep Bob Pugh from picking up the 1st and 10. It'll be 4th and 7. Daquan Bowman back to return the punt from Chance Clark. Bowman averaging 12.9 yards per punt return. Kick is away. Nice spiral kick, but it'll go out of bounds on the far side of the field. Hutchinson will have the football. At the 24-yard line. 4:55 to go here in the 3rd. Nobody scored since the break. Highland 9, Hutchinson 6. I'll be back in just a second. You're watching the Scottie Sports Network.
So the Dragons begin officially at the 24-yard line with Tyler Harris and Logan May split wide to the right side.
One pass
out into the flat is dropped by number 6. Daquan Bowman, the receiver.
Horizontally across the field. No hesitation on the part of the
Bowman is the guy they'd like to go to. 36 catches coming into the game. At 13.7 per yards per reception. 2nd down and 10. Ball given off to Pauly. As back in the lineup, Dominic McKenzie at quarterback. Trayvon Polk met after a gain of 1. We'll bring up 3rd and 9. The ball on the Blue Dragon 20. Jimmy make it to 25-yard line. So Dominic McKenzie, who threw an interception in the first half for his 7th of the year, back in the quarterback. Fake of the handoff, pass out into the left flat.
1 pass to 41 complete.
And pass complete number 41. Giselle Para, freshman out of Hutchinson, Kansas.
27. Just past it.
Nice tackle by the Scotties. We'll bring up another 4th and long for Hutch here. 4th and 7 from their own 30, or make that 27-yard line. Bob Pugh standing at his own 45. Punt is away, end over end kick this time. Will bounce, take a Highland, now a Hutch bounce, and it'll die at the Scottie 47-yard line. So Highland with the football, 1st and 10 from their own 47 with 3:22 to go in the 3rd. Scotties lead Hutchinson 9-6 here from Kessinger Field in Highland. Russ Karn bringing today's action over to Scottie Sports Network. Ivan Baida running the camera outdoors for me. And Ivan, if you can, zoom in a little bit, young man, if you would, please. I'd appreciate that. Along with our viewers, I know. Scottie football, 1st and 10 on the Highland 47. Render with Marquise Terry. Pass out to Terry in the flat. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage. And he's going to be stopped there. The tackle made by number 20 for the Blue Dragons.
Okay, ball for Highland. 46.
And I don't have a 20 for Hutchinson. Loss of a yard on the pass completion to Terry. 2nd down and 11. Ball on the Highland 46. Terry with the handoff up the gut. Will get to midfield, maybe down to the 49-yard line of the Blue Dragons. But that'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Make that 3rd and 7. They're going to mark the ball just inside Blue Dragon territory, midfield. The clock now counts at 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the 3rd. 2 receivers left and right for Korea Lindell. Or Render, excuse me. Render, under pressure, rolls out left, will throw the football. Pass complete to number 4, Jaquan Jones, thrown down the sideline. And tackled out of bounds at the 1 or 2 yard line by number 14, Asher Golston. Nice play by Render to get the ball to the open stone, cutting across the middle of the sophomore out of Overland Park, Kansas. And the Scotties had the football, 1st and goal at the Hutchinson 2. Two receivers left and right. Ming to the right of the quarterback, Render. They give it to Ming up the gut. Nope, Render with it. He's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5.
Tackle.
And now we've got some shoving and some pushing going on.
Screen 89.
And here goes the Scotties again, trying to run a football against the number 1 rushing defense in the conference.
Ball on the 5.
A loss of 3 on the play brings up 2nd and goal on the Hutchinson 5. Same set as before. As Render checks over the defense. Looking left. Render steps up in the pocket. Hits a wide open Troy Grant in the middle. Touchdown Highland. Troy Grant with the reception picks up his 4th touchdown of the year. The 14th TD thrown by Khalil Render. And the Scotties take a 15-6 lead over Hutchinson. Michael Bliss will come in to attempt his 18th extra point of the year. He's 18 out of 23. Or make it 17 out of 23 at the moment. Ball is down, the ball is up, and the kick is good. He snuck it inside the left upright. With 52.3 seconds to go in the 3rd. Highland 16, Hutchinson 6. I'll update the conference website and be back. You're watching the Sky Sports Network.
This football season began for Hutchinson with the Dragons ranked among the nation's elite in junior college football.
Number 3.
15
Number 6, number 15, Johnny Becker.
Once they could play a marvelous final.
John Becker will put the ball in play from the Highland 35. With Bowman deep, short kick lands on the field, covered by the up man. And that is number 20.
Recovered by number 20, Trey King.
Trey King, a freshman out of Wichita, covers the football.
Ball on the Hutch.
Blue Dragons will have the football in good field position at their own 37-yard line.
But to the best of my recollection, only one first down in the third quarter. That on first down take one.
So Highland with a 10-point lead over Hutchinson here, nearing the end of the third quarter. And the Blue Dragons give the ball off to Polk around the left-hand side. And he is tackled there by
Tackle 89.
big number here, 99.
Actually, that's not even on the tackle. 99.
D. Isaac Davis on the tackle.
Ball at the Hutch. 37.
No gain on the carry, brings up second down and 10 for Hutchinson. On their own 37. 27 seconds to go in the third and rolling. McKinney back to pass, throws it over in the left flat. Pass complete.
One pass to
Has a sure tackle made on the far side of the field by number 5, Willie Fleming, along with Sam Adams on the tackle.
45.
Gain on the play will bring up third down and 2. And that may be the end of the third quarter. We're down to 2 seconds. Snap of the play. Quick pass out into the flat. First and 10, Hutchinson. As they threw the ball out in the flat to Jaquan Bowman.
13 next quarter.
So Hutch will have a first and 10 after the break. We go to the final 15 from Highland. It's the Scottie 16, the Blue Dragons 6. I'll be back in a bit. You're watching the Scottie Sports Network.
46.
Statistics.
Are you watching my card? Make sure you're watching the card.
It's at 99 minutes, so it should last first quarter.
Just trying to. Alrighty.
Hutch football, first and 10 on the Highland 47.
One pass to 81.
Pass complete out here, number 81, Gary Gross, or Gary Cross.
13 and 20.
Had the tackle made by number 20, Emil Rye,
Ball at the Highland.
or Ray, shall we say.
33.
First and 10 Blue Dragons. They're moving the football against Highland here, starting in the fourth quarter. First and 10 on the Highland 34. Ball carried to Polk over the right-hand side. Cuts it up, spin move. Gets away from one defender. He's down to the 10, the 5. Touchdown Hutch. Trayvon Polk goes in for his
14-28.
ninth touchdown of the year. The freshman out of Cumming, Georgia, put the 12th point on the board for the Blue Dragons as Hutchinson answers Highland score immediately. Hutchinson apparently going to go for 2 here. Still in at quarterback number 1, Dominique McKenzie. 3 receivers wide right, 1 receiver to the left. Hutch with a tight end left.
Going for it. Going for 2.
Motion man to the right-hand side. Screen pass knocked away by the Scotties. Intercepted by the Highland Scotties. Coming down the far sideline. Need one more block. Cuts it up. Touchdown, Scottie. And that is Demarius Brinson Jr., the sophomore out of St. Petersburg, Florida, who returned it the length of the field for 2 points. And what a play by Demarius Brinson Jr. I'll be back in a bit after I update the conference website. Highland 18, Hutchinson 12, 14-28 to go in the contest.
So the Blue Dragons creep a little bit closer, but not as close as they would like. Still watching 14-28. The margin is 6. Glenn Grunwald, we have And an interception off of an extra point try to return for 2 the other direction.
Kicking off for the Blue Dragons, number 37, Timothy Bonilla. Back return for Scottie, number 30, Marquise Terry, number 1, Bob.
37 kicking off.
Bob Pugh is deep along with Marquise Terry. End over end kick taken by Pugh at his 12. We'll call it his 11. 20, 25. He knocked out of bounds near the 29-yard line. As he is knocked out of bounds by the Blue Dragons.
Second. I believe it's 24.
Knocked out of bounds by number 3.
No, that's at the 20.
For the Blue Dragons, that is Trey Griffin on the kickoff return.
14-23.
Highland football, 1st and 10. Render with Ming to his right. Bob Pugh, the lone receiver to the near side. The 3 receivers to the left. Render, quick pass out to Damon Patterson. Patterson breaks away to the 35, down near the 37-yard line. He's tackled out of bounds on the far side of the field.
1 second.
Tackle made by number 7, Jared Sanders for the Blue Dragons.
Hutch at the Highland 36.
Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3. Ball on the Highland 36-yard line.
Picks up 7 on 3 safe play. Ball out to the 36-yard line.
Dante Starks in the slot to the right, or on the near side of the field. Becker on the outside, left top of the field. Ming gets away up the left-hand side. Still going across midfield down to the Highland 45-yard line. As he is tackled by number 30, Rashid Arnold. Isaiah Ming, who came in averaging almost 4 yards a carry, busts that one open for a 1st and 10 Scotties on the Blue Dragon 45. 13-32 and rolling here in the 4th. Highland up by 6, 18-12.
13 and a half minutes to go.
Twin receivers now, left and right. Ming to the right of Render. Gives it off to Ming. Ming is met in the backfield by number 40.
48.
Number 48, my mistake. Lee Spite. Spite, again, a sophomore out of Lenexa, Kansas. Came in with 34 tackles, 10 of them for losses. Has had an outstanding day here for the defense of the Blue Dragons. Loss of 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 12. Ball now on the Hutchinson 47. 12:49 and counting. Faking a handoff, looking to the right. Now he'll scramble, looks to the left. Ball over to Patterson. Patterson takes one whopper of a hit, but hangs on to the football.
Catch 89, tackle 7.
Nice tackle made by number 7, Jared Sanders. But 1st and 10 on the reception by Damon Patterson, the sophomore out of Orlando, Florida. We've got a penalty flag on the near side of the field. Patterson is going to come out of the ball game as checking in number 21, Tyree Elliott, the freshman out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Penalty flag is against the Blue Dragons, but declined. Highland will take the result of the play. 1st and 10 at the Hutchinson 30-yard line. 12:33 to go in the ball game. Highland up 18-12. Twin receiver to the right. John Becker to the left. Bob Pugh comes into the hash mark. Long snap, Render. Faking a handoff. Looks down the middle. Wide open. Pass is complete to number 9. Dante Starks. Starks takes it all the way down to the Hutchinson 6-yard line. Nice pitch and catch. To Dante Starks, the sophomore out of Overland Park. 1st and goal, Scotties on the Blue Dragons 6-yard line. Patterson and Ming in the backfield along Render. They give it off to Ming. Nope, that's Patterson with it. He's going to work it around the left-hand side. Gets it down to the 5-yard line. He's tackled hard out of bounds. Around the 5-yard line, tackle made by number 88, J.J. Holmes, the Jayhawk Conference Player of the Week this past week. Freshman out of Chipley, Florida. So a gain of a yard brings up second down and goal on the 5-yard line. Clock's rolling at 11:27 and counting. Highland taking their time at the line. Play clock down to 3 before they step it. Crossway to Becker. He got one hand on it. Could not pull it in. As knocking the ball away, number 4, Jordan Noyle, freshman out of Duluth, Georgia. 3rd and goal, Scotties. Highland needs to get some points for this possession.
Even a field goal here would be huge for Highland because of the 2 points they got on the Hutchinson extra point try. A field goal would make it a 9-point lead.
Render checks over the defense. Play clock down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The clock down to 0 and a penalty flag. Highland getting too coy with the football. Ran the clock down. They're going to back them up for a delay of game. And that right there is one that Coach Arnold will not like when his quarterback stand there looking at the play clock. Could not get the ball snapped. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 10, which actually gives the receivers a little more room to maneuver in. Two receivers left and right. Render will have to pull it under. He's going to run to the end zone. He's in there for a touchdown. Khalil Render with his 5th rushing touchdown of the year.
11:06.
Put the 24th point on the board for the Highland Scotties. Michael Bliss, the freshman out of Onega, Kansas, will end to attempt his 3rd extra point of the ball game. And now we've got penalty flags on the field. Multiple flags in the end zone. Hutchinson, they get called with 12 men on the field. That's the second time the Blue Dragons have been flagged for too many guys out there. I will. If Highland takes the penalty or not. Here you just want to leave the ball where it's at and don't mess with the extra point distance. So the ball's going to stay on. Nope, they're going to move them a yard and a half. So this will kick from a fresh spot of grass. Kick is up. Kick is good. No good. Missed it wide left. They should have left him alone. 11:06 to go in the ball game. Highland 24, Hutchinson 12. I'll update the conference website and be back where it's at. You're watching the Sky Sports Network.
Johnny Becker, Becker returns number 3, Trey Ribbon, number 6, Daquan Bowman.
15 kicking off.
Becker will put his foot into it. The low line drive kick. taken by one of the up guys, number 28. Leslie Morrow with it. Or give me that number 20. As a nice return.
2 and 32.
Trey King, the freshman out of Wichita, Kansas, with a nice return. Brings it all the way out to the Hutch 49-yard line. Make it to 48, they say.
On the Hutchinson, yep, 48.
So the Scotties up by 12 with 10:58 to go in the ball game. Run to the near side by number 2, Trayvon Polk fights his way inside Highland territory, where he's tackled by number 56, Tyree Graves. Gain of 6, we'll call it.
Ball at the Highland 45.
Make it 3 now. Make it 7. Second down and 3. The ball just outside the Highland 45. Polk shifts over to the right-hand side of Dominique McKenzie. McKenzie looking left to a wide-open receiver on the near side, Gary Cross.
Tackle 20 and 46.
Tyler Sims, freshman out of Columbia, South Carolina, with his 20th tackle of the year, made the stop. But not until Cross got a 1st and 10 on the Highland 35-yard line. McKenzie looking right, out into the flat, goes off the fingertips of number 6, DeQuan Bowman. Bowman, Hutchinson's go-to guy. He had 36 catches coming into this afternoon for 2 touchdowns on the season. Second down and 10 for the Blue Dragons. Clock stopped at 10:08. They give it off to number 2, Trayvon Polk. Polk tripped up by number 3, DeAndre Bo. Also on the stop, number 7, Brock Polly.
Ball at the Highland 28.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down, make it 3 on the Highland 28-yard line. Team moving up and down the field here in the 4th quarter. Polk again with the football. The number 3 rusher in the conference is tackled. Number 81, Logan Stoddard, a redshirt freshman out of Wamego, Kansas, with 20 tackles now on the year. Short gain on the play, bringing up a 4th and a long 2. Blue Dragons have went for 1 on 4th down, and they made it. They're going to go from it from the offensive side here. Ball up the gut, and he's not going to get there. Scottie will take possession of the football on down. Joe Sanders in on the tackle.
881.
Also on the stop, number 81, Logan Stoddard again on the big stop. As they stop Trayvon Polk from getting the 1st and 10. Scotties hold the Blue Dragons on 4th down. And they'll take possession of the football, 1st and 10. Ball just inside their own 28-yard line. With 9:09 to go in the football game and a 12-point lead for Highland. Highland again trying to defeat Hutchinson for just the 3rd time in college history. Twin receiver on the near side. Troy Grant is the solo receiver to the top of the screen. Patterson to the right. Isaiah Ming to the left. Render in the backfield. They give it off to Ming. Ming with a stutter step, spin move, and he is met by the defensive line, making the number 88 for the Blue Dragons. After a gain of about a long yard, call it 2. 2nd down and 8.
Ball at the Highland 29.
J.J. Holmes made the last tackle for the Blue Dragons. They're going to call it a 1. 2nd down and 9 now after the 1-yard gain by Ming. Again, Hutchinson, the number 1 defense against the rush this year in the JL Conference.
Run 30.
Marquis Terry, the ball carrier, and he is met behind the line of scrimmage by number 13, Tyrell Tomlin, sophomore out of Marietta, Georgia. A loss of a yard is going to bring up 3rd and 10 now. Highland running the clock, but they're losing yardage. Scottie didn't deliver it here, clutching on to that 12-point lead. Terry to the left of the quarterback render, twin receivers left and right from the Scottie 28-yard line. Render, pump fast.
24.
Bob Pugh wide open. Out here in the near side, he's finally pushed out of bounds. Maybe number 14, Asher Goldstein. Goldstein on the tackle, but not before or Bob Pugh, picked up the tackle, picked up the 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Scottie's on the Highland 44-yard line. Clock continues to run at 7:25 to go. Highland 24, Hutchinson 12. Corner blitz coming.
Run 24.
Render will have to run it up into the meat of the defensive line where he's going to be tackled for no gain.
Tackle 89 and 88.
Greg Webb, a sophomore out of Ariel, New Jersey, in on the tackle. And they're going to put the football down on the Highland 44-yard line. No gain on the carry by Render. Khalil averaging 5.5 yards. Had 4 touchdowns this afternoon. Marquise Terry to the right of Render in the backfield. Long snap count. Out into the flat to Terry. Terry turns it upfield, gets across midfield, into Hutchinson territory, down to the 48-yard line, where he is tackled by number 14, Ashton Golston. Golston having an active afternoon for the Blue Dragons this afternoon. He's got one, in fact, he's got 2 interceptions on the day. 5 minutes to go in the contest. 3rd down and 2. Hutchinson, 48-yard line. 24-12, Scotties. Highland trying to snap a 6-game winning streak by the Blue Dragons over Highland.
Run 30.
Terry met in the backfield. Tackle made by number 28, Leslie Morrow, being on the tackle. Scotty'd want to go for it, but I think Coach Arnold may want to time out and talk this over. This is not a real good place to run for 4th and 2, but we'll see what the Scotties are going to determine. They're going to run the clock down to about 2 on the play clock and then probably call timeout. As head coach Aaron Arnold has talked to the line judge here, and the line judge has got an eyeball on that play clock. Timeout, Highland. 4:56 to go in the ball game. Scotty's up by 12, 24-12 over Hutchinson. And again, the Hutchinson Blue Dragons, the number 1 team in the conference against the rush, giving up just 257 yards per game. The Scotties rush defense is number 3 in the conference. The rush is their number 6 in the conference. So possibly a swing pass out into the flat. Nope, Highland's going to punt the ball away.
98 punting.
Yep. Chance Clark will come in to punt. He's already put 1 in. He put 2 inside the 20 today. DeQuan Bowman is deep at his own 15. Kick away by Clark. Spiral kick down the near sideline. Takes a big Highland roll. Going to go inside the 10. In fact, they will die at the 10. Blue Dragon football, 1st and 10. After the 14th kick of the year. Make that the 15th kick of the year inside the 20 by the sophomore Chance Clark. Hutchinson football, 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line with 4:46 to go in the contest as they trail your Highland Scottie 24-12. Dominic McKenzie has played the entire fourth quarter for Hutchinson, a quarterback.
Tackle.
Falk makes it out near the 15-yard line, where he is tackled by, I believe, number 8, Joe Sanders.
8. Ball at the Hutchinson 14.
Gain of 4 on the play, second down and 6 for the Blue Dragons, as they've got to get some points in a hurry. Pass out to the right-hand side, wide open pass to number 10, Tyler Harris. He could only get one hand on it and could not pull it down. Playing zone on the outside receiver out there, as Demarius Brinson Jr. is giving him good 7 yards from the line of scrimmage. Twin receivers left and right for McKenzie. Flushed out of the pocket. Points. We'll try to run it. And right there is Tyree Horton to run him out of bounds. Tyree Horton, the sophomore out of South Dade, Florida.
Ball at the
Gain of,
Hutchinson.
we'll call it 2. Third down, a long 3. And we got timeout on the field. Charge to Hutchinson with 3:49 to go in the ball game. It's the Highland Scottie 24, the Hutchinson Blue Dragons 12. We'll be back in a second. You're watching the Scottie Sports Network. Blue Dragons 2-3 in conference, 4-3 on the season. In their last contest, they defeated Garden City 49-14 in Garden. The Highland Scotties 2-1 in conference play, 3 in a year. Scotty dropped a heartbreaker to Iowa Central up in Fort Dodge last Saturday, 13-12. After Highland had led the entire contest 12-0.
Clock 3:55.
Thank you.
3:55.
So we're going to reset the clock at 3:55, according to the officials on the field. Hutchinson going to go for it here. They trail by double digits. 4th and a long 3 on their own 22-yard line. McKenzie will step up in the pocket, and he is going to be close, but he's not going to make it. And there to stop him from the 1st and 10 is number 8, Joe Sanders. Sanders, redshirt sophomore in LaGrange, Georgia. With the big tackle, Scotties take over deep in Hutchinson territory at the Blue Dragon 19-yard line.
Scottie will take over the football at the 20-yard line.
So 1st and Highland on the Blue Dragon 19-yard line with 3 tests. And Highland leading it by 12, 24-12. Twin receivers left and right. Marquise Terry in the backfield along with Khalil Render. Render gives it off to Isaiah Ming up the gut. Ming all the way in. Touchdown Highland. Isaiah Ming goes in from 19 yards out. That is Ming's second touchdown of the year. And the Scotties lead the Blue Dragons 30-12. Michael Bliss will attempt the extra point.
88 kicking the PAT.
He's missed 2 so far this afternoon. And the kick is up. The kick is good. Bliss splits the upright. Highland 31, Hutchinson 12. 3:42 to go in the contest. I'll update the conference website and be back. You're watching the Scottie Sports Network.
Long time ago, where there was like 4 touchdowns, got away from the game. Go to Highland. It didn't look like the game was fine, and then another had like 4 touchdowns scored in the last 45 seconds of the game.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good. Almost with the Chiefs did. 9 seconds they lost it or something.
I knew something was wrong, but it was going off.
John Becker will kick it off for the Highland Scotties.
Blue Dragons right now playing for next week.
As the ball hits an up man,
23 no tackle.
ball covered by number 23, Hunter Delgado, a freshman out of Garden City, Kansas, covers the football for the Blue Dragons. As they'll have the football in excellent field position, 1st and 10 on their own 46-yard line. Back to pass out into the flat. Complete number 18, Logan Mays. Mays down the sideline, gets away. Finally, Tyree Horton tackled him. And the Highland defense has got to muscle up here.
Ball at the
1st and 10 Blue Dragons on the Highland 21-yard line.
21. 12 pass to 6 complete.
Pass out to complete. That's Bowman with it.
Tackle
DeAndre Bowman
flag.
with the tackle penalty flag down in the end zone. In fact, there's a Scottie over there who lost a helmet.
Based on the foot mark of the judge. Side judge.
So we have to see what the penalty is.
Personal foul much.
Personal foul against the Hutchinson Blue Dragons. As losing his helmet was Demarius Brinson Jr. So the 15-yard penalty added to the Blue Dragons woes this afternoon. They came in again, the number 2 team in the conference in penalties, averaging 10 violations of contest. 2nd down. 18 yards to go for the Blue Dragons on their Highland 30. Clock running at 3:09. Pass almost intercepted.
12 intended for 10.
DeAndre Bozeman
3.
almost with his 2nd INT of the year. Had that one slipped through his fingerprints.
After doesn't finish for 18.
3rd and 10 Hutchinson. Clock stopped at 3:05.
So it is 3rd down with 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the game. Hutchinson trailing 31-12.
Pass complete.
Pass to 6 complete.
Pass complete to number 6, Daquan Bowman. Bowman works his way down near the 1st and 10.
Tackle 35.
He may have it. In on the tackle number 35, Nick Reeser.
Tackle 35, ball at the Highland 11.
And they're going to say it is a 1st and 10 Blue Dragons. 1st and 10 Hutchinson on the Highland 11-yard line. And this game is not over. Pass into the flat. Pass goes off the fingertips
12 to 18.
of number 18, Logan Mays. Nick Reeser defending on the play for the Scotties. Blue Dragon football, 2nd and 10 on the Highland 11. 2:45 to go. Looking toward the fade pass is too long, and we've got a holding against Highland. Emil Ray gets called for the hold in the end zone on number 18, Logan Mays. That is pass interference against the Scottie defense. So an automatic 1st and goal for the Blue Dragons. The ball will be placed on the Highland 3-yard line. Polk to the left of the quarterback, Ben. Ben, snap that inside, gets away. Pass intended for number 10, Tyler Harris. Defending on the play for the Scotties, number 35, Nick Reeser. Second and goal, Blue Dragons. 2:37 to go in the ball game. Highland 31, Hutchinson 12. Polk gets away from one defender. He's going to be back maybe near the line of scrimmage, a yard short of the line of scrimmage.
Run 2, tackle 7. Ball
And then on the tackle, number 7, Brock Polly. So third and goal, ball back out to the
4.
Blue Dragon 4. Or is it Scottie 4 is my mistake. Third and goal. Man in motion is Bowen. Quarterback under pressure, lobs it deep in the end zone. Defensive pressure there by number 99, Isaac Davis. Davis, who's had 5 sacks on the year, just missed number 6. And the Blue Dragons, of course, will go for it here, trailing 31-12 with 2:03 to go in the contest. And the Scottie defense asking the home crowd for help.
This score down.
Reset the play clock, said the white hat. Man in motion. Number 6, Daquan Bowman. Pass out the right-hand side off the fingertips of number 22, Josh Reynolds. And the Scotties hold again on downs. Another big defensive stand by the Highland defense this afternoon. And the Scotties will take the first and 10 on their own 4-yard line with $1:59 to go in the contest. Should the Scotties hold this lead, it will be the first time they defeated Hutchinson since 2008 when they downed the Blue Dragons here at Kessinger Field 23-10. Hutchinson timeouts left in the contest. Highland with 2.
So they should have 2.
And the Scotties, they've got 2.
That is 2.
Craig Hutchinson still has 2 timeouts. Now we got flags on the field, and I believe Highland again, delay of game. And right there is no excuse for that when you're looking at the play clock trying to run the climb down.
Russell did.
Yeah.
Did Hutchinson call it?
I thought, yeah, they did. They called one timeout down here, yeah. Yeah, so both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Highland backed up to their own 3-yard line. Render in the backfield along with Ming. They give it off to Ming up the gut. Ming gets out near the 5, maybe the 4, and he's met by the defense of the Blue Dragons. Get out of the tackle, number 14 for Hutch. And that is Asher Goldston. Second down and 9 after gain by 1 by Ming. $1:30 to play in the game. Long look to the sideline as the play comes in from the coaches. Render Ming to the right. Twin receivers left and right. They give it off to Ming up the gut. He's out near the 8 to 9. They're going to blow him dead at the 10-yard line. Pushing and shoving going on, but there comes the flag in late. And this is not a time of the ball game when you want to get kicked out of the game. Not only does it cost you just a few minutes here in this contest, but it costs you all of next week. And another late flag comes in.
They have it. They have it marked to the 15. That's right.
So we'll see who the violations have been. Highland has already lost a player for next week. We believe Alec Freeman will have to sit down. He got booted sometime during the 3rd quarter. And I believe Hutch may lose a player here too. We have a dead ball foul against the defense. Personal foul. unsportsmanlike conduct.
Personal foul and sportsmanlike conduct, both on Hutch.
So both penalties are against the Blue Dragons. The Scotties are going to pick up a 1st and 10.
I saw no objections.
So we had a dead ball foul, personal foul against the defense, and a unsportsmanlike conduct call. And they're going to move the Blue Dragons all the way out, or move the Scotties all the way out to the 40-yard line, and that one really hurt Hutch.
Ball in the 40.
So 1st and 10 on the Highland 40-yard line. Scotties with the football, and on the ball, 112 lead. And against this situation, this is the time you just want to play the game. Keep your mouths to yourself and play the game. The clock running now. 55 seconds to go in the contest. Play clock down to 15. Highland's going to go to the victory formation and take a knee. Render with the football, takes a knee.
Ball spotted at the 35.
Scotties are going to come away with a well-earned 31-12 victory over the Hutchinson Blue Dragons.
This one is over, and it belongs to the Highland Scotties. The Scotties of Highland beat
Hutchinson's going to go to 2-4 in conference, 4-4 on the year. The Highland Scotties are going to go to 3-1 in conference play, 4-3 on the season. As it winds down, teams will shake hands at the 50-yard line. Final score: Highland 31-12. Highland defeats Hutchinson for the 3rd time in school history, snapping a 6-game winning streak by the Blue Dragons over the Highland Scotties. Next week, Highland will be at, or they will host Garden City here. Off time set for 1 o'clock. The Blue Dragons will host Iowa Western in Gallon Stadium next weekend at 1 o'clock in Hutch. I want to thank you for watching us. We hope you enjoyed coffee. The #1 team in the nation, depending on what they do against Butler. I like beating Dodger anytime I can, Billy. So final score: Highland 31, Hutchinson 12. Again, Highland will host Coffeyville here at Kessinger Field next Saturday at 1 o'clock. Thank you all for tuning in. We hope you enjoy our broadcast. Have a safe trip on your way home. We shall see you with Lady Scottie Volleyball we won't see you until next Saturday, October 24th, against the Coffeyville Red Ravens here at Kessinger Field at 1 o'clock. Good night, everybody.